Howdy gamers, Sir Dim here, and today I just want to discuss a particular scene in the game and a particular controversy going on in the community which is leading to review bombing of the video game Last of Us 2. I'm currently playing the game and I am going to have a review, I hope. I'm not too sure if I'm experienced enough to review a game this well made, so to speak. Before I carry on, I do want to say the following discussion has spoilers ahead. If you do not wish to experience any spoilers, then please turn off the video here, or just don't watch the video to begin with. That is more than fine. I will put in the title and the thumbnail that there are spoilers ahead, and if you did press the video to come watch, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, to anybody who's still here, if anybody, because let's be honest, nobody really watches my videos, but that's fine, I'm in it for fun. Now, I can't believe what they did to Joel in the first 2 hours of the game. This is mental. You've took a character from the first game, you've played as this character for the entire game, you've got a connection with this character, fans of this game. There are people out there that play video games, and they're going to have a huge connection to this game.
Don't mind if I have a look, do you?
And his death was just handled so poorly. He died within the first 2 hours of the game with his head caved in by a golf club. Now, in the story, I'm hoping in the story later on in the story, there is obviously a reason. I mean, the leak that come out is that these people that killed Joel are related to the people at the hospital at the end of the first game, that he become a grade 8 asshole and slaughtered everybody because he didn't want Ellie to die, which makes a lot of sense. It makes perfect sense why you'd go after Joel, but still I feel like maybe, especially considering you can play as this Abby character. Now, this Abby character, she's a very interesting character. She's got a lot of backstory, but I feel like you could maybe have played both Ellie, right? Now bear with me, you could play as Ellie going after these people, and then take all the dialogue out, like, oh, Joel's dead, and that, take all that dialogue out so you don't know that Joel is dead. And they're just going after Tommy, who's ran off to do something. You don't know what he's got to do, you don't know what's happened. And then you're playing as Abby as you're going up to kill Joel. Then, in the middle of the game, you get up to the point where Abby kills Joel. Then Ellie walks in, she sees it, and then the entire story just boom. Entire story starts to make sense straight away. I don't know how to incorporate this because I'm not a game developer. I don't make games. I don't consider to know how to make games. But I feel like that'd be a good way to do the story, if you know. And coming from Naughty Dog, who have made such beautiful games in the past, and just for them to do this to a character 2 hours in, it's just so bad. Like, especially for like fans of the game, like PewDiePie. If anybody hasn't seen PewDiePie's reaction to it, he didn't want to play the game anymore. He was like, I just don't know what to think. He's like, we've barely played the game, he said. And then he sort of pressed the middle button of his PlayStation, went to his PlayStation home screen, and was like, I don't even want to play no more. There was one video I watched, a Korean, I believe Korean. Apologies if I've got that wrong, but I believe he was Korean. He got the disc out of his PlayStation and he cut it in half with a pair of scissors because he was that mad. People have been review bombing the game on Metacritic. I mean, the critics have given it a 95 because the game itself is stellar. I mean, it's beautiful. The gameplay looks amazing. The attention to detail is phenomenal. The story, we'll get there one day. And it just doesn't make sense. But the user score on Metacritic is, last I see, was 3.3. People are review bombing this game. Mentally, the review bombing, I mean, obviously there is some bias there. There are people doing it just because they want to do it. They're just jumping on the bandwagon and review bombing the game. But there are a lot of fans of the game there that are just upset. They are upset that this character has been dealt such a poor hand in this game. And it's a shame, really, because now they've done that, you can't consider this game, well, I think Angry Joe said it, to be fair. He said, you can't consider this game a 10 out of 10 after you've handled a character so poorly. I mean, this has upset a lot of people. Now, you can't consider this game a perfect 10 out of 10. Not by his standards, anyway. My standards differ from Angry Joe's. I've watched Angry Joe a long time, and I did start getting into reviewing things and looking into reviewing things because of him. but I don't copy his sort of views towards the game. I personally do agree on this matter, though. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 game anymore because of this poor like sort of story decision. But ultimately, maybe the game will redeem itself down the line. I can say that Joel has been in the game after in flashbacks, so he's not gone out of the game completely. And ultimately, that's all I have to say, really. I am working on... Well, one more thing is I am working on a review. I want to finish the game first. And that's all I've got to say, really, on the review side of it. I'm enjoying the game so far, except the obvious part. I want to thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.